beginners. And so people were asking, you are a tutor, and why are you messaging us to talk with, like, but sometimes it needs you, and you need to put your head down. You need to start from zero. You cannot have an ego there, and it is for yourself, right? You need to knock on doors. If you want to grow, you should just keep everything aside. I used to feel like I used to literally search on YouTube, why should a person have children? So I was so much like, I can't do it. I'm not able.
But one thing I must say that you are an amazing speaker. I really want to become like you, and I want to
It
amazing
was
session. I
lovely
love it.
talking to you. It was like in a flow. We didn't plan anything, and we were able to, like, I really want to continue, but time constraints, and you have your own work. I have my sessions coming
Yeah,
up. So it was wonderful talking to you.
no issue. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm very excited to talk to you because it's been long time. I'm thinking to have a communication with you. So finally, I'm getting this chance. And welcome to my channel.
Thank you
And
so much for
before
inviting
we start, I would like to know more about you, ma'am.
me. Yes, definitely. My name is Shanta, and I live in Karnataka. So I used to work as a spoken English trainer on the platform called Talkie, but later I stopped working for them and I started my own YouTube channel. So it's been around 4 or 5 months that I've been running my YouTube channel, and I have been posting conversations mainly because I love interacting with people and getting to know about their lives. I'm more interested in focusing on the communication part rather than English. So I love interacting with people and posting such conversations on my channel so that people can even watch and learn, right? They can learn some things on how to talk to people, because these are real life conversations. We do not have any script written. It is just our mind and our thoughts. So I post such content on my channel, and I live in South India, Karnataka. I'm a full-time homemaker as well and a YouTuber. So I do not have any other profession, or I do not have any other hobby, because my hobby is my work. Whenever I find a very little time, even then I tend to YouTube, creating content, editing. So that is all about my life that's going on so far. So since 5 months, it is totally occupied, totally busy.
Okay, that's a great introduction, ma'am. And how is your channel going?
Yeah, my channel is going pretty okay. It's been 5 months, and maybe I did not have any goals for my YouTube channel when I started off, because I was never expecting that I will have subscribers, or my intention was not that. My intention was just talk to people, and I would loosely call it time pass, talk, chit chat with people. So basically, that is the reason I started. But it took off, and people like the way I speak. So many people tell me that they like the way I speak, and my English is very simple and other things. So I'm really happy that it is helping people who are watching. So yeah, I'm grateful for however it is working.
Okay, that's great. I want to know one thing with you. Like you have been speaking for me like for a few minutes, and I can realize that you're speaking really fast, but in the basic language, and it's really amazing. It sounds great when I'm listening to you. But when I speak fast, people literally start commenting me that why are you speaking so fast? Slow down your speed, slow down, then you will look good. So, what
Yes.
do you think about? What is your opinion about that?
No, no, even my opinion is the same. You should speak slowly only, but out of habit. Maybe, sometimes when you're very excited talking to a person and you know exactly what you want to speak, it goes like a flow. So even I'm working on it, because when you speak very fast, you tend to sometimes get stuck or start using fillers. So even I am working on that part where I need to speak slowly. I keep telling myself this session I'm going to speak slowly and I'm going to work on it. But sometimes it happens that you just run in a flow, but I'm working on it. I would definitely advise people to speak slowly, because fluency is not equal to speaking fast. Fluency is about conveying your thoughts properly and correctly. So speak slow, it will look elegant, and people will like that speech compared to speaking fast.
Okay, so people also told you to slow down?
Never,
No,
no. They
never.
always say that you are speaking slowly. But that is not a complaint. They say that you speak slowly and it is easy for us to understand. Nobody told me that you speak very fast.
Okay, but that's what I'm telling you. Even though you're speaking very fast, I am loving it. It's
Oh,
not something like that I'm not able to understand. Sometimes what happens that when we are speaking so fast, people who are watching you may not be able to understand, especially if I talk about the beginners. But
correct.
right now, I think I can understand you. Okay, I want to share some other example here. I'm recently started watching Ranbir Allahabadi, the English channel Beer Biceps, and
Okay.
he has this habit of speaking really very fast, and earlier, when I used to listen him, I was not able to understand him. But now, from last 15 days or 20 days, I'm listening him, and now I'm able to understand him really well. So I have
Correct.
been watching all his episodes. It's really amazing. So people, if like if you are on intermediate level, if someone is on intermediate level, he should watch his show, and it will make you fluent in the English. That's
Correct.
really amazing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Rather than just complaining that people are speaking fast, you try to run along with
Yes.
them, right? You try to accommodate how they are going. You try to
Yes.
follow them, and it will help you. It will improve you. And he uses very good vocabulary. He uses very good words and phrases. So it is
Yes.
really nice listening to him.
Yes, yes, yes. These days, I'm specifically finding those channels which help me to improve my vocabulary portion. So I'm, finding out different channels on YouTube, and now I'm start devoting time because, there is a time like my younger one is started walking. So now I have to keep my eye on him, always hold 24 hours. It's really difficult for me. So now what I have to do, even I have nothing to do, I have to take him in my lap and I have to sit, or even if he is playing, I need to observe him. So
Mhm.
that time I'm utilizing that time just watching different kind of videos and improving my skills, and it's really amazing. I'm enjoying this time, to be honest. Earlier I did not get this time, but now if he's playing, I'm watching him as well as I'm listening. So it's amazing thing I'm happening to me right now.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes do you feel like you're compromising? Because do you always feel, any time do you feel that I need to be a full-time mom and why am I doing all this?
Sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes I do feel. You know what? When my older one was growing, like 5 years back, that time also I was struggling to do something in my life, but I was not able to do it. So because that the Corona period also come in that time, like in those 2 years. So I spent my full time with him,
Okay.
and but now I'm not spending my full time with my younger one because I have always, running here and there. Sometimes like he's sleeping, okay, I'll come upstairs and I'm messaging in the group, if anyone is free, just connect me. Sometimes he's sleeping, okay, I have to attend my hearings because there's a particular time of attending hearing, 10:30 to 1:30. Between this time you can log in anytime and you can attend that hearings. So sometimes like I'm doing these all things together. Like in the afternoon, if he's sleeping or he's engaging somewhere, I quickly, try to edit my video. So this is how I'm managing. And somewhere I feel that I'm compromising with their, like, I should give them full time, but it is okay. Suppose if I have to work in the office, I have to go in the office 9 to 5 job, then what? People are
Yeah.
doing that also. They are also mother. They are sacrificing a lot, not sacrificing, compromising. They're
Yeah.
compromising a lot while they are working in the office and they're not even able to take care of their child. So at least I'm lucky. I'm working and still I'm taking care of them. So that's a big thing for me, and I'm happy in that.
Like what motivated you to do something for yourself? Like were you not satisfied like being a homemaker and taking care of the home full time? Or was it you were always motivated to do something financially for yourself?
I was always motivated to do something for me, and it was me like I worked 5 or 7 years before my marriage. I used to work, but after marriage, I had to quit my job because of some reasons. Because I have my mother-in-law, and she was not really well health-wise, so I had to quit my job, and then my mind working in different areas. Like what I can do. And you won't believe, but I completed my law after my marriage, and it was the only reason. I don't want to sit ideal. I want to do something always in my life, and that is the time when I've learned English with my kid. When he was only 2 years old, we both started talking to each other. And, we used to watch movies and shows in English, cartoons in English. And this is how we both become companion to each other. And we both learn English at the same time together. I'm so
That's
sorry,
great.
I got the
No, no,
call.
no. Don't be sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
continue.
So that's the time we learned like English, and then I thought, okay, now what? So I still remember one thing during the COVID period, I started working on my own. See, I did have this experience of 5 years working with law firms. So I thought, okay, do something alone. I started calling to the marketing part like clients and asking them, if you want to do trademark, please do it with me. I'm an advocate and I'm doing it. It was very crazy doing like an advocate is calling to clients and telling them it's not really easy task somewhere, or sometimes like people used to think like advocate calling us, like it's not really a good thing because generally people hire a marketing team for that. So I did that for 1 month. I earned quite good money, like 60, 70,000 profit I made in first month. Got so excited, but at the same time I've realized that for the whole month I made khichdi only at home. So I thought of like giving up. Okay, no, it's not my cup of tea. First of all, I need to take care of my kid once he'll be grown up, like 3 or 4 years old, when he started going to school. Then I'll do the same thing. So I dropped that thing and I started working on YouTube. Since then, I was trying to become a YouTuber, but look how much time it takes me to become a YouTuber. It's been 4 years now. So yeah, it's there's a lot of struggle behind it.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah. And the advocate part, contacting people, I can totally relate because when I started my YouTube, I was approaching people who had their YouTube channel. They were beginners. And, so people were asking, you are a tutor, and why are you messaging us to talk with, but sometimes it needs you, and you need to put your head down. You need to start from zero. You cannot have an ego there. And it is for yourself, right? You need to knock on doors. If you want to grow, you should just keep everything aside and work. So,
Absolutely agree with you. And every person has to do this. Even I have seen in the young generation, there's a different kind of mentality. They don't even work in the office where they're getting less money. If they have this criteria, they set themselves like, okay, I am this, I became this, now I need at least 40,000 of salary. If I'll get the same, then I'll join something. And if they don't get that, they sit idle. So
actually,
that's
yeah,
not really a good thing. You have to change your mindset. No work is like, how to say this, कि कोई भी काम छोटा नहीं होता.
no work is little, right? No
No
work
work
is
is little, yeah. So you can start with the scratch also. And if you are capable enough, if you have this talent, you can become far. No one is going to stop you if you have that desire.
Correct. And what do you think kids are a blessing in disguise? Because one of the person was asking me, like, what do you think, like, because of kids, if you didn't have kids, would you have done better in your career? So if they are there, that is why you are distracted and your energy has been distributed, like looking after your kids and thing. So do you ever wish that if I did not have kids, I would do better in my life? So.
The same question was asked by one of the Clapingo tutor and India sir. He was asking me the same question when I was pregnant. I was like deliver the baby. He was only 1 or 2 months, and I started working again. So I had that communication with him. He has the same question that Karishma, I can see there is so much potential in you. What do you think? Are you doing on the right path or something? He said like that. So I tell him that sometime it happened. We are immature. We have not that maturity that we need to work and we need to earn. We need to do this and that we set our goals when we have something in our life. I have my kids in my life, that's why I have this goal to achieve something. If they will not be there, then I may not have any goal, because I can work in a company, I can earn 30-40,000 rupees a month, and I might be satisfied with that also. Now I have desire to earn lakhs rupees or 2 lakh rupees monthly. I want to achieve that income only because of my kids. If they are with me, I want to fulfill their requirements. I want to give them good education. I want to do everything for them actually. That's the reason I have these kinds of desires. So somehow they are helping me to reach my goal. It should be my goal before that, but it was not there actually, to be honest. We were dependent. We have, like, I have my mother and father. They used to work. I was enjoying my life really well. There was no such issues. But after marriage and after becoming mother especially, I've realized there is so much things to do in your life. You cannot sit with just doing a job simply. You have to follow your passion. And learning English was my passion since very long time, so I thought of like doing something in that field. So I have been trying to become a YouTuber in English language also, like from 4 or 5 years, but ultimately, it's completed now. So yes, kids are never the barrier for me, and it is only like 3 to 4 years. In that 3 to 4 years, I'm maybe working slowly, but at least I'm working, and that's the important thing, that you're not stopping yourself. You're not restraining yourself to do something better in your life, right? Even though after 3 or 4 years they will go school and they will come back at 2 or 2:30, I have a lot of time. I can do anything I want, right? So just because of 3 4 years, I don't want like, okay, like if they will not with me, I can perform better. I don't think they're my motivation actually. For them, I'm working.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Even I felt offended when she asked me that how can a person ask such a question? Kids are definitely a blessing. They help you grow as a human. Unless you have children, you never know that you have so much love within you. You have so much care within you that you can give so much to a person unconditionally. You
Yes,
don't need anything in return from them, but you just want to give them so much love. Unless you become a parent, you can never understand that.
never understand that feeling, literally.
And when I had my son, I was like kind of depressed because I need to start from scratch everything. And they like hormones are playing, and you kind of feel depressed in that stage. And I used to feel like I used to literally search on YouTube, why should a person have children? So I was so much like I can't do it. I'm not able to do it. I don't need something. I was feeling guilty. I'm not able to take care of him. why did I have another kid? So I was going through depression after that phase. Later I researched and I, like, there were so many videos telling that you grow as a human. Emotionally, you become sound. You will have some purpose in your life. So for 6 or 7 months, my situation was pathetic. Later, I like coped up with everything, and then now it is a blessing to see two kids. Even they are fighting, I am so happy seeing them fight. It's really cute. So yeah,
Seriously.
never trade it for anything else.
Yes, yes, this is the amazing phase of life, I would say. But somehow, yes, you feel depressed after having especially second child. But what was the thing with me? Nobody pressurized for me to have a second child. It was my own personal
Yeah,
decision.
yeah,
Even
same.
my
Even I have two kids.
yeah, so same. It was my decision to have another kid. Even though I'm growing, I was like, it was the beginning of my career. I don't
Mm,
know from where this idea has come to me that I need a second child for my first one, for my older one. So
correct.
I did it, and then sometimes I feel like okay, I am a very I'm facing trouble in dealing two kids at the same time because the older one is also very young. I have to do everything for him also, like taking bath, giving food, and getting ready for the school and everything I have to do. So it's a like double work for me all of a sudden. So earlier it was kind of liberty for me because he was 5 years old. He can playing his own. I can do whatever I want. So now I have to restrict myself somehow. But I always just think in my mind, okay, it is only for 3 years or 4 years. After that they'll grow up. Again, I'm sorry for
So,
the interruption. I think my younger one has wake up. My mother-in-law is calling me.
okay, okay. Yeah.
I
Anyways, it's
need to
15
go.
minutes. So, yeah.
But one thing I must say that you are an amazing speaker. I really want to become like you, and I want to speak this fast also.
It
Amazing
was
session. I love
lovely
it.
talking to you. It was like in a flow. We didn't plan anything and we were able to, like, I really want to continue, but time constraints and you have your own work. I have my sessions coming
Yeah,
up. So it was wonderful talking to you.
no issue. We'll try to connect in future sometime with another such beautiful topic. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.
yeah, same.